Hey, there he is. Hi, Steve.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing well, buddy. Thanks for doing this, man.
No problem. Appreciate it.
Let me start, buddy, by saying, man, I'm really sorry to hear about your dad. Just went through it myself last week, man. It's not a cool thing. So,
Yeah, it's been a difficult few years, but he's in a better place now. So move forward and keep digging for him.
all right, that's awesome, man. I don't want to imagine that if I just started talking about it. We just said, hey, everybody want to watch two guys cry on TV?
Yeah, just be careful, or that's what you're gonna get.
I know. I'm gonna move on really quickly here. So, hey, this is Steve Sims. You probably know him as the two-time and defending 30+30B Transcan champ.
Yeah, going for 3-time.
Yeah, are you? I don't think you are.
Yeah, we'll see. I still haven't got my move up notice.
You haven't been bumped yet?
I think it's too late to notify me of that now.
That's amazing. All right, so where are you right now, Steve?
I'm just out in the shop. I just came out from the house there. I've been spending time with my wife and kid and running back and forth to see mom. So I just ran out to the shop to kind of have a quiet place to do this.
Right. Nice. Yeah, I'm here at my mom's place too. So it's, at least the weather's nice here in Ontario right now, huh?
Yeah, it's too bad we can't ride anywhere. But yeah, it's hard times.
So, Steve, let's before we get to our, I kind of announced it a little in my little intro here that I want to do something. Obviously, I want to chat with you, find out what's going on, and then we'll play a little mechanics 20 questions. So,
yeah,
I should really only give you like 10 questions, but we'll play the official 20 questions. But to start off, okay, so you're manager, general manager of the Rockstar OTSFF team.
Yeah, I guess you could call it those and maybe some other things, but no, we kind of work here as a group. Everybody has quite a large deal of stuff they need to do, and we all just kind of work together to make it all come around. Teams in Canada aren't quite as big as they are in the US, so everybody kind of has to dig in deeper than most would expect. So, I do a lot of the motor stuff. Reese helps me with that. Cam does a lot of bike builds with Reese. I do a lot of the sponsorship, emails, daily ordering, all that kind of stuff, along with the engines and coordinating with Joe to do suspension and all that kind of stuff. So everybody kind of just works as a group, and we kind of try and get through it the best we can.
Is this weird that I'm drinking out of a cup with me at the Hawaii Ironman?
Oh, is that you? I was wondering who the good-looking guy was.
Is this a little weird? My parents, you gotta love them, right?
You in a Speedo there?
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
Okay, that's what I thought.
All the cool kids were doing back in '96.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you sitting in SSR, Steve Sims Racing shop? Is that where you are right now?
Yes, that is where I am right now.
And how about business-wise with this COVID-19 thing? Are you open for business? What are you doing?
Technically closed for business, but still doing what I can for the people that absolutely need it. Yeah. It's,
by appointment kind of thing? Or
yeah, for sure. I don't do any meeting. With Dad being sick, I had to really be careful. And I still have, I still have a little one. I have a wife and everything here, so I kind of got to be a little extra careful. And then, of course, our moms aren't the youngest anymore, so we got to always look out for them. But, this virus seems to be, every day it's evolving here. It seems to be more, everybody's at risk than just the young or elders. So, yeah, so.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's a weird time. It's one of those things where obviously it's not our war, but when we get a few years down the road, this will be us looking back. Yeah, we went through that. It was kind of crazy times.
Yeah, you can talk to parents and grandparents and whoever else you can get to talk to, and nobody can say they've ever been through something like this before, and they don't know what to expect, and just nobody knows what to expect, and it doesn't seem like too many people know what really is going on or how to cure it yet. So it makes it all that much more difficult to deal with.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Okay. So with that in mind, what, as trying to run a race team that's supposed to be racing this summer, Arena Cross has already been postponed. We're switching that. Round one is supposed to be round one of the outdoors, early June in Calgary. What do you do as trying to run a team, keeping your guys ready and focused, and sponsors and the team and trucks, and what can you do?
Yeah, everything here has kind of come to a halt. Reese and Cam have been home now. I'm just tinkering away the little bit that I am home to try and keep things moving. But I mean, even that, I mean, all the stuff in the US that we need to move is kind of sitting still, and a lot of the US suppliers and sponsors are not really doing anything, aren't open. So it's pretty much everything's at a halt here. I think I've talked to Derek and some other guys, and it sounds like they're all in pretty much the same vote. Just kind of letting the boys ride when they can and keep in ride shape, and then hammer down when times come around again.
Yeah. So we'll, yeah, it's like, yeah. So, okay. Well, how far, okay. We always talk, what was your 698? Now, what's your race number?
I started out as 998, and then somebody stole that, so I ended up at 998. And then I couldn't get that for the Steel City racing, so I ended up finding some numbers laying around the race shop here and put together 738 with Dylan's number and Tremblay's number to go racing one weekend, and that's kind of where it's sat since then. So,
okay. Why was 998 your number in the beginning?
I decided to go racing one night to the Steel City Club. I've been a member there for a long time, on and off, and I knew nobody had that number that night, and that was the only number I knew nobody had. So my buddy and I cut out some numbers and slapped it on, and that's kind of where it sat for a lot of years.
All right. Well, if anybody that ever watches any of the interviews I do, that's always a question I always ask. Some of the stories are great. Some of them are kind of boring, Steve. But,
yeah. No, there was no real reason other than we knew that was the only way to go, and we knew nobody at the club had that year. So just kind of where it went.
Not the most attractive number, I don't think. But
no, it never was, but it did me well.
All right, Steve. Well, man, okay, so we're all kind of in a holding pattern. You're doing what you can there at SSR there. Where are you located again?
I am just outside of Shelburne in Amaranth.
That's what, so. I drive through there on the way here when I don't take the 401, 400 route up to up north of Toronto here. And what a beautiful area there, just north of Shelburne. Just why aren't we all living in that area? The hills, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, there's windmills. If you have a problem with them, you could be in trouble. But besides that, it is beautiful up here. It's open space and lots of places to go and do and just be out and enjoy nature.
Are you a skier or a snowboarder? Because we're getting pretty close to some good ski hills there.
I used to when I was younger. I haven't hit any hills in quite a few years now. I kind of stick with the dirt bike. I did try snowcross or snow bike racing this winter for a little bit, and just with the race team and everything else, it's just nice to have some downtime usually. So I just leave it as whatever I can do in the winter without going outside the norm is where I kind of stick to.
Okay, all right. Okay, Steve. Well, how do we let's move? Should we move on to the big game here, or what?
No, sure.
Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I don't think so. Nothing, like I said, not too much going on. So just like to thank, I guess, our sponsors that have stuck behind the team, and Andre and Mo for always allowing us to go racing.
All right. Okay, well, I have the answer right here on my clipboard, and I'm going to keep a tally. Where did my pen go?
Good that you got a mirror. It's good that your mirror's behind you.
What's that?
It's good that you got a mirror behind you.
Hey, what the? You're talking about the Glean off the big 1986 Gartree Park Junior 125 support class champion at the Intermediate Nationals.
No, very good. What year?
What's that?
What year?
1986.
Holy, you're old.
Yeah, right.
I wasn't even. I was still in diapers.
Wow, that's only if you probably still are in diapers or going back into diapers.
I wish.
All right, Steve. Well, you're supposed to have to guess what even we're talking about, but I've already said since you're a mechanic, we're gonna go. It's gonna be a bike part, and if 20 questions, if you're done this in like 5 questions, then we're gonna have to change the rules. But all right, so would you like to ask me a question, and we'll try to figure out what motorcycle part I have in my mind and on this piece of paper. Go for it.
What color is it off of? What color bike?
All of them.
Okay. Is it an engine part?
No.
Is it a suspension part?
No.
um,
I don't want you to get me on a technicality here at the end, but
is it a chassis part?
no. That's 4.
Whew. Um,
You got lots of questions.
is it a plastic part?
Well, these are good. These are good questions, and the answer is no, and that's 5.
Well, there's not a lot left on a bike.
There's something I think you'll say. But
is it a wheel?
no. Oh, I might get you. I might get you. You got
No.
tons of questions left. Only 6.
Is it aluminum or steel?
Steel. Well, that's not a yes or no question. You can't ask me. Ask me. You have to ask those individually. What? Is it a what? Ask that one again in a different way.
Is it steel?
Yes. You're going to get me on a technicality here, maybe too, on some of them.
Oh boy. Is it round?
Well, if you mean round, like perfectly round, no.
Does it have teeth?
No. You're closing in on it, though. That's 9.
Does it attach to the swing arm?
Yes. This might be exciting. This might be the most boring thing ever, but that's halfway. You're halfway there.
Halfway there at swing arm. This is stock on a bike?
Yes, that's a question. Yes. Cricket.
Does it go on a sprocket?
Yes.
Chain.
More technical. Is it a chain?
Is it a chain?
More detail than that.
Chain link? Is it a chain link?
A little more detail than that?
Is it chain link clip?
Yeah, I guess we're going to have to, well. Oh, hey, I just realized.
Yeah, chain link clip.
Why is everything backwards?
Oh.
I'm sorry. If you would have said Retsum Knill, I would have accepted it.
We narrowed it down pretty good there, but yeah.
What is it made of, Steve?
It'll be steel.
Okay, good. I thought maybe some of your fancy ones might be some unobtainium or something.
I don't think we have the ability to get those. If they're around, I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm 0 for 1 on stumping mechanics, and I'm not. Whoa,
we did get close to 20, though.
Yeah, you did actually. What did you get? Yeah, 15.
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad. So I'm gonna have to. I knew we wouldn't stump you, but you had to do, yeah. But all right. So what's on your plan for today?
Probably gonna work on my wife's bike a little bit here and try and get it going for her. And she hasn't rode here in a little while. She had a couple of big crashes over the last 2 years that have kind of took off. So I'm gonna get it going so she can get out and ride when it's time to go and ride. And this afternoon I'm gonna go down and see my mom again.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay. Where is she? What town?
St. George, so just outside of Brantford.
Oh, see. Okay. All right. Well, anything else we need to talk about before we get out of here? I mean, I want to keep these things fairly short just because getting them up on other things like that. But anything else you'd like to mention?
No, I think that's it. I just hopefully we can get a race season going here in a timely manner. And I know that, like you just mentioned earlier, they have made some changes. AX has been not canceled. It's been postponed to the fall. A lot of people seem to have confusion of postponed and canceled. So
right.
The plan is still to run it in the fall. And I mean, hopefully we can at least squeeze everything in some way or another. and go racing. I think it's critical for the industry and everything else that we have that goes along with it. So we need to try and make it happen if it can happen.
Right. And I know I keep checking, refreshing my emails because there are some really big announcements. So really, obviously you would know certainly about these being running a team, but there are going to be some really big announcements coming up from JetWorks and the Triple Crown crew. Some pretty cool advancements.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been too in touch with them. I did have a plan to call Justin or Kyle here today. Now that things have settled a little bit for me, and kind of touch base with them since they notified us that it was going to get changed, and just see if there's any more thoughts on what's going on. So I think you probably know a little bit more than I do right now. I've kind of been.
Well, there's one thing I know that you're going to be very obviously involved in. It's kind of a game changer. It's going to be pretty cool to see how it plays out. So I'm waiting for that announcement to come out, and we'll certainly post that up. And then a whole bunch of other cool things too coming up. So hey, lots of cool things coming, but if only we could go racing to actually implement them. So that's what we'll see. So that's cool. The guys have been working behind the scenes at really progressing some things. So it's going to be cool.
Yeah, I mean, as always, everybody's always behind the 8 ball because of time, and in a sense, this allows some people to have more time to organize, get ready, and do maybe stuff that they were running out of time to try and put into place. So it's not always a bad thing. I think a lot of good stuff can come out of this, and I also think we need to look in a pretty big different direction for the next few years at least, to try and make sure that a series keeps going, and that most importantly, everybody or most people can still make it to these races. That's I think that's a pretty big thing, and very important for motocross and off-road stuff in Canada, is to make these changes and make sure people are still able to get to these events.
Right. All right, Steve. Well, hey, man, again, I really appreciate you taking the time to do this with us. It was kind of fun.
Yeah, no, it was good. I appreciate it.
All right, if you have any, if you have a tricky bike part for the next mechanic guy, send a text over and we'll use that, because I only know chain.
Chain and air filter, right? Drain plug, or did you never change your oil?
Didn't change oil back then.
Yeah, there's still guys that don't change their oil, so some things just never change, right?
We still joke, man. Me and my dad used to joke all the time. People would come up, man, what do you guys? Your bike's running so well. What are you guys jetting it at this week? We're like, I don't know. What did come with stock?
94 Sunoco, 32-1.
oh yeah. People are like, hey, what do you got your sag at? Sag? What?
Yeah.
Not sure what you mean by that. I'm kidding. Times have changed. Times have changed, Steve.
They have changed, but
all right.
So. Okay,
man. Well, hey, thank you very much for doing this. Let's cut her off there. You thanked your sponsors already. That was good. So, again, good luck with your family and everything, man. Thinking about you, and we'll be in touch, buddy. Hopefully we get racing soon.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for the interview.
All right. We'll see you.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.